Thank you, Rahul, very much for joining Design News after your keynote here at Advanced Manufacturing Minneapolis on digitalization. Design News routinely covers Industry 4.0, advanced manufacturing, automation. How are digital tools like AI and digital twins taking manufacturing to a new level?
Great question, Daphne. As far as I'm concerned, AI and other technologies like augmented reality, industrial metaverse, they are going to drive the whole concept of manufacturing into a hyper mode. Being able to take advantage of data that was sitting inside an operation environment or sitting inside somebody else's table and bringing that all together is going to help drive digitalization, and as part of that digitalization, having the ability to use AI on top of that data is actually going to further accelerate the whole manufacturing process, make it much more efficient, make it much more easy to optimize your manufacturing process. For example, being able to take that information of your manufacturing process and feed it back into your engineering process, or feeding it back into your manufacturing operations. For example, within the quality, if you notice some issues with your quality production, being able to quickly react to it, making any necessary changes so that the rest of your production process works very smoothly. So these are some dramatic changes that I believe are going to have a big impact on advanced manufacturing as well.
And how is AI helping with the concept of a digital twin?
To me, AI is going to put the digital twin into a hyper accelerated mode. Think of a digital twin which is used to perhaps represent what's being done, but now using AI to actually even create the digital twin, using AI to analyze the digital twin, using AI to optimize the digital twin, right? So AI can have an impact across the entire life cycle of a digital twin as well. So it will make it a lot more easier to create the digital twins, a lot more easier to maintain them, get the right information, and then optimize your digital twin, because eventually any changes you make in your digital twin, you can have a direct impact on your real production process as well.
And how far along on the automation path does a manufacturer need to be in order to take advantage of these digital tools?
This is to me, it's a long journey, a journey that, frankly speaking, may not end at some point in time, right? It's an ongoing journey and an ongoing quest, and I think depending upon the maturity of an organization, we have seen organization being at various levels of digitalization. I've still seen plants where operators are working with paperwork instructions, right? So it's something very simple, but starting with that to something more more advanced, where you're using augmented reality to even address any work instructions, for example. So there's a lot that can be done, and the maturity of that process depends upon where the company is.
And you also, in your keynote, mentioned that manufacturing is kind of facing a labor crisis today. And perhaps you could explain how digital tools, like a digital twin or AI, may help manufacturers address that crisis.
So today, when we look at it, there are three things that are impacting manufacturing in the US. First of all, with a lot of the onshoring that's going on, a lot of more manufacturing jobs are created. But while these new manufacturing jobs are being created, the skills required to work in those manufacturing jobs have evolved. So many of the people who are currently in the manufacturing process, they perhaps don't have the necessary skills. So there's probably a big need for reskilling the existing employees. Number one. Number two, what we are seeing is as a new workforce is coming into the industry, many people, the youth, are not as keen to go into a manufacturing world, right? They think of it as a place where there's grease and oil, so they're not very excited about that, right? So somehow we need to bring them into the workforce as well. And then lastly, you have the issue of a growing need of a lot of the folks, and being able to bring all the necessary tools for them. So that's where digitalization can help in a big way, because digitalization can be used to train the employees, that need to be reskilled. Digitalization can be used to empower the newer workforce, to get them to recognize that, hey, this is not the manufacturing process of your grandfather. Right? This is a new, highly engineered, highly sophisticated manufacturing process that you could actually bring all of your skills to bear. You can bring all of your capabilities to bear. It's a new modern environment, and that new modern environment brings in a lot of the new capabilities, and that's what digitalization has to offer. It makes it very exciting and sexy again.
Thank you, Rahul, very much.